wrong, but maybe some of them came without papers, and they're being bothered, and so are some natives, and they're not recognizing their cards, and so it's making them all the more anti-Trump because of that, and I don't blame them. But the thing is, the Democrats are just encouraging violence, so they're not doing them any good, and they're not going to be able to win any elections because of their lies. So they're not going to be able to help the natives much. So if Trump wants to put an oil pipeline through their native land, I think he's just going to get what he wants because there's nobody to stand up against him. He's going to get what he wants, whether it's right or not, because the Democrats have lost all their legitimacy. There's nobody to fight for the Hmong and the natives. There's nobody, and the same thing is in Canada. The government, the communist government, is Democrat, communist, and they made their treaties with England under Canada, and it's like if they break away, if these provinces break away from Canada, they're basically breaking away from them communists, and the natives there won't get any, they're not going to get any representation. They're going to lose that, because that's like part of the deal with being under Canada. What we'll do is we'll just do that. They're not going to get represented. There's not enough of them. And these are natives that live in the west of Canada. And it's like, when the new governments come to power in Canada, which will be separate from Ontario, the natives won't get any representation. They're just going to have to take whatever they're given. And if they want to put a pipeline through their land, there's not going to be a whole lot they can do. Whereas before, they could lobby the federal government of Canada, which is the communists, and they would help them out. And they did. They got material help from them. But if they make themselves independent of that, the natives are going to lose that, which is kind of bad for the natives. It's good for everybody else, because then they won't be paying tax to, basically the taxes are all going to the eastern part of Canada. And it's all kinds of regulation and taxes. It's communism. But the natives benefit from it. And that, I'm sure they set it up knowing that they get that support from the natives. That way they get a guaranteed vote from the natives. And we sort of had that here too. That's what we have here in the United States. The Democrats are with the natives, and they kind of push for their rights on the reservation and stuff like that. But now the Democrats are losing their legitimacy, and so now the natives, I wonder if they're going to have any representation. Is Trump going to just say, well, you guys supported the Democrats, we're not going to help you out? Or is he going to help them? I don't know. I mean, there's not very many of them. Are they going to fall through the cracks? End up falling through the cracks and end up just... I mean, I hope that Trump gives them a little bit of recognition. I mean, they have gotten some recognition from the United States. They got the Klamath River Valley back in California, and they've closed the dams, and they've returned the fish, the salmon, to the rivers. And so now they've got that back to the way it was hundreds of years ago. So they are getting some progress, and they may have actually got that from the Democrats, that help. The thing is, the Democrats, for the rest of us, the Democrats are nothing but they're just a problem. They're not doing anything for the rest of us. They're nothing but a bunch of insurgents. And in the past, they've always helped the natives. It almost looks like the Democratic Party is it's gone. It's in a decline. maybe they got enough help from the Democrats while they were there that they can benefit from it. I mean, that they got something. I mean, some of them are a little bit radicalized, and it's like they want to get their land back. Well, they're not going to be able to get their land back. They can get little bits and pieces here and there. They're not going to be able to get what they had even 100 years ago. They're not going to be able to get that back. And it's the same thing in the Middle East. You know, the Palestinians aren't going to be able to get all of Israel back. It's just not a possibility. They're going to have to split the Middle East up into two countries, Israel and Palestine. One side is not going to take the whole thing. They're not going to get back what they lost. And Israel, I don't think, is going to be able to get the whole area either, unless somebody gives it to them. I mean, if they take Syria or something, I suppose they could do that. But as far as Palestine, I don't think they're going to be able to get all of that. They're going to take it a little bit at a time, though, but I don't think they're going to get it all. And, I mean, every day they're trying to take a little bit. But I think eventually what's going to happen is the new government's going to come in Iran, and they're going to work for a more fair division there. That they're not going to back the Palestinians, but they're not going to necessarily back Israel either. That they're going to say, hey, let's just split it up now, where it is, and stop this fighting. I don't think we can go back to what we had, you know, what they had. We can't go back, because that land has been taken, and it's been sold, and people are living on it, new people are living on it. Same thing is here in the United States. I mean, we can't give the land back to the natives. There's a lot of it's occupied. What are they going to do, throw everybody out of Wisconsin? I mean, there might be some areas out west that maybe they could award to the natives, because there's not that many people out west as it is. And when we get some of these new inventions, they'll be able to realize a real benefit there, where they can actually use that land, because we'll have new ways to get water and new ways to get energy. And so that land will actually be worth something to them, whereas now it's sort of marginal land right now. So I think that they'll be able to benefit in time. Like that Klamath River Valley area, I mean, they took that and they're receiving it and they're doing stuff with it. And in some areas where there's not as much water, they'll be able to get water from the new desalinization plants that are coming in coming years. And the land will be worth having, even though it's marginal now. I mean, right now, Arizona is running out of water. And the land is sinking in some areas. It's sinking in Arizona and it's sinking in California. They need to get this desalinization plants going. There's a new invention that Tryon talked about. They need to get that stuff going, or there's going to be people that are going to go without water. And they're going to have to desalinate it and ship it out, pipe it out to Arizona. And even to other western states. I mean, there's areas in the west where right now nobody can live there because there's no water. Places like New Mexico, I mean, I don't think there's much water there. But if they could bring water out there, they could build cities out there, and they could grow crops. They could grow cotton. They could maybe grow other crops too. They could grow vegetables.